Hey guys, it's me Rahul and today we are going to check out 30 best root apps. Since I have a huge list, I'm not going to explain each and every feature of the apps that are featured in this video. So if you want to know more about any of the apps that I mentioned in this video, just Google it. And some of the apps in this list are xposed modules, so you can only install them using the xposed installer app. With that being said, let's do this. The first app on the list is of course xposed installer. Xposed installer is one of the first apps that I install after I root a device, because with this app you can do a lot of amazing things by using its hundreds of modules that you can download for free, and you can also couple this app with other apps to enable more features. It is a wonderful application that every root user should check out. Viper for Android is an audio enhancing software. It is not like an ordinary equalizer. Its clever coding really helps you make any crappy sounding speaker really good. It is a fully fledged audio equalizer. If you are an audiophile, this is a must-have app. Next app on the list is Gravitybox. It is the best battery saver app for Android. This app kills all the background running processes to reduce battery consumption. I know most of you have already heard about this app. Those who haven't heard of it, please install this app and use it. It is really awesome. FlashFire is an on-device firmware flasher. In other words, it is an app version of a custom recovery. Using this app, you can flash or install firmware packages, and you can also backup and restore ROMs. And it also has many other functionalities that are very useful. Resolution Changer does what it says. It helps you change the resolution of your phone. There are many apps out there which do the same thing. Most of them have the same UI as well. So yeah, check it out if you are interested. Titanium Backup is one of the most recognizable names in the Android community. The easiest way to explain this app is by saying this is the king of all backup apps. I mean, literally, you could back up the whole phone and restore whenever you want to. There are some features in this app that you could never see in any other. It might not have material UI, but the fact that this app does what it claims is the only reason why this app is still the #1 choice among root users. Next one on the list is screen recorder apps. There are a bunch of good screen recorder apps, but none of them allows you to record internal audio without root access. So I'm gonna name a few of my favorite screen recorder apps that allow you to record internal audio. Rakmi and SCR Pro are the only apps that work on all devices, but if you have a Samsung device, then you can try out Game Recorder Plus and MobiSend as well. Next one is Kernel Auditor. With this app, you can tweak settings of the kernel. The new update added so many features into this app. You can overclock your phone's CPU a little bit with this app, and it also has a bunch of other cool features that can make your device at least 5 times better. If you like customizing old Android phones, then you should definitely check this one out. Lucky Patcher is a very popular app among root users because it is basically a packed multifunctional tool which you can use for removing license verifications, faking in-app purchases, and disabling an app component, or for disabling ads on a particular app. It can also be used for patching several other cool stuffs too. It is a really great tool that works well to this day. GL Tools is an awesome app, and it is one of the, I guess, best examples of what a root app can do. So in a nutshell, it is a graphics optimizer. So what I meant by that is, with this app you can control the texture and shader quality and much more. Simply saying, it gives you full control over 3D graphics. So this app will help you play those HD games on a low-end device, technically. Set CPU is an app that you can use if you want to overclock your phone's CPU. Before you use this app, make sure that your device, mainly the kernel and ROM, support overclocking. The user interface is pretty simple, so if you want to overclock your CPU, then check it out. I have already covered this app servicely in my best battery saver apps video. So if you don't know what this app does, it will kill all the background running apps to save battery power. It is a great alternative to Gravitybox, and it is super easy to set up. So check it out if you don't like Gravitybox for some weird reasons. Adaway is another popular root app. I don't support ad blocking because I get paid from the ads on my videos. If you are using ad block right now, please don't use it on your primary browser. If you visit a lot of non-trusted websites, then use adblock on a secondary browser and use that browser to visit those sites. You all know what this app does. You can use this app to block ads on apps and on the websites that you visit. Terminal Emulator is an application that will allow you to access Android's built-in Linux command shell. For those who didn't understand what I'm saying, it basically allows you to execute Linux terminal commands on your phone. and it is not for you if you don't know what a terminal is. System App Remover pretty much does what it says. It can remove those unwanted bloatware apps that came with your phone. You can also use this app to batch and install multiple apps at once with one single tap. It is a very useful app, check it out. ES File Explorer is not a root-only app. The only reason why this app is in this particular list is because it is the best root file explorer. I have used so many file managers, but still, none of them came close to ES File Explorer in terms of features and usability. It is still the one that I recommend to anyone. I want to try out something different, but they all lack something that I really cannot live without. I have been rooting and customizing and trying out various things for a long time, and I never came across this app, 3C Toolbox, until I started working on this video. I feel so stupid right now. It is my new favorite root app. It is really great. It does a lot of things. You can tweak pretty much everything from the UI to the kernel. It is a really powerful tool, so use it only if you know what you're doing, otherwise you will end up with a dead phone. Pimp My ROM is another awesome app that will let you tweak your device ROM. You can improve the sound quality, network speed, display, pretty much everything that you can think of. I can talk about this app for at least an hour. I'm not gonna do that. It is such a great tool that every root user should try out at least once. There is a file called build.prop on every Android build. It is one of the core files of an Android operating system. It contains information regarding build settings and properties. There is an app specifically for editing this file to unlock new features and improve various things. It is of course called Build Prop Editor. It is free in the Google Play Store, so check it out. The next app is boot animations. It does exactly what you would expect. It can change the boot animation of your device. You can either choose from a variety of boot animations from the app itself, or you can import boot animations from your SD card. The app is well designed and very easy to use, so if you're interested in changing the boot animation of your device, then this is the way to go. Gravitybox might be the popular root app of all time because it is so fun and very easy to use. Most of us root our devices to customize the UI. If you are one of those people, you should definitely check out Gravitybox. It is the king of Android customization. It is so good. You can customize the navigation bar, status bar, pretty much anything that you can think of. It is such a great tool that it is the first app that everyone in the Android community recommends to a user who just rooted their device. It is an awesome application. Go check it out. Xblast tools is very similar to Gravitybox. Both does pretty much the same thing. That is, it helps you customize the UI like crazy. You of course need Xposed installer to make this app work. You can download this app from the download section of Xposed installer. There are a ton of things that you can do with this app. You can tweak status bar, notification panel, you can add new features, you can do a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna explain any of it. It is pretty straightforward. The UI is very user friendly and I highly recommend you to check it out. Netcut is the next tab on the list and it is awesome. So basically this app will allow you to monitor and control your wireless network directly from your phone. You can control the bandwidth given to each user. That basically means you can control the download speed of a particular user. If you have an annoying neighbor who always steals data from you, then this app will come in handy. And you can also set on and off time to any user. It is really an awesome app. Check it out. I'm using a new app called Xbox for the past few days and oh boy, it is an awesome app. It is kind of hard to explain what exactly this app does without being too complicated. I'll try my best. Xbox is an app freezer. It basically freezes an app and hides it from the launcher. So freezing an app means disabling it from accessing any resource. That basically means force stopping the app forever, so they will not consume battery or run in the background. In other words, this app puts an app in a cage. It has a really good UI and it is very easy to use as well. Just select the app that you want to freeze and tap on this button and that's it. It's a great app. You should definitely check it out. The next app, Tasker, is possibly the hardest app to use. It might be very easy for you, but it took me a whole day to figure out how to make this app work. I watched many videos and read many articles and I still haven't completely figured out. So Tasker is an automation app. It might not sound a big deal to you right now, but once you actually use this app to automate some actions, you will realize how helpful this app is. The first thing that you need to do after installing this app is go to Preference and then uncheck the beginner's mode, because doing so will unlock a bunch of useful features. To give you an idea of what this app is all about, I will tell you some things that this app can do for you. It can put your phone on silent when you go to sleep. It can automatically turn off Wi-Fi and turn on data connection when you leave your home. It can change wallpaper every day automatically. It is an awesome app. As I said earlier, it is not that easy to set up. So I will leave a link to a video tutorial in the description, so check it out. Battery calibration is an app that can, you guessed it right, can calibrate battery of a device. I don't know how much it is gonna improve battery life, but the reviews are pretty positive, so I think it works well. I don't know how to test whether this app works or not, so anyway, check it out. For the next spot, I considered firewall apps. The first app that came to my mind was Root Firewall. It's a great app with easy to understand UI. But then I thought about an old favorite of mine, Xprivacy. It is not just a firewall app. It can do a lot more than that. Android introduced the ability to change app permissions in Android L. But before that, there was no ethical way to modify app permissions, so people used Xprivacy. It's a wonderful application that will let you modify app permissions. You can use this app to block network connections, so basically doing the function of a firewall. This app really comes in handy if you are using an old Android device. ROM Manager is an app that all of us come across when we learn about custom ROMs and how to install them. It is a neat software that allows users to install and update custom ROMs and custom recovery. There are also options for backup and restoring ROMs and partitioning SD card. LSpeed is the next step on the list. It is pretty much like any other app that I talked about previously. You can improve the performance of your device, you can tweak the kernel, you can do a lot of stuff with this app. But what separates this app from the rest is its UI. It is well designed and simple. Rostov RAM Expander is the next step on the list. When I was picking apps for this video, I purposely avoided this app because of two reasons. Number one, it breaks most devices if you don't know how to use this app. Number two, it doesn't really give a dramatic difference in the performance of a device. Yeah, sure, you'll get more RAM, but it doesn't always translate to better performance. After some thinking, I decided to include this app on this list because it is one of those apps that really shows how versatile Android is. I didn't include some sanity mode apps because it only works on certain devices and it normally breaks the phone if you install those apps on an unsupported device. And I tried to make this a list diverse as much as possible. That is why it took me about 2 months to write the script for this video. Anyway, if I missed any of your favorite root app, let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, that's the end of the video. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Goodbye.
Could swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came in. I could swear that this room has been running out of air and now it's starting to spin.